Well, we've had a lot of weird, hinky, bizarro things, but that's part of running a server, weird, hinky, bizarro things. Somebody accidentally, I'm sure, stopped the server without knowing that we didn't have a restart file. So that's when I called in the wizard, who fixed that problem, and moved our server to his dedicated server so that we can start doing stuff. There was a lot of issue with plugins that were taking too much RAM, and the server was kind of clunky. By the way, I want you to notice how poorly I'm able to play Minecraft right now. There is an issue with my internet. This doesn't have to do with migration of the server. Also, I'm on, oh shoot, I've got Bandicam running, and I didn't know it, but I had Teamspeak open at the time I started recording this, so that's partly my problem. But I have to be able to have Teamspeak open and be able to play Minecraft, so I need to do something about my internet connections. It's actually the physical connections into the dwelling and the computer and whatnot. So I will do as much as I can, and then I will be calling the telephone company and telling them, look, we've had 60-mile-an-hour winds out here, and I think there might be issues again, and try to get that taken care of. So my ability to play the game is compromised. I don't play it this badly, but with Bandicam running, you see how I won't be able to record on the server until I get those issues fixed. There is also an issue with plugins gone wild, and this is a chunk error. That is not there. That's a duplication of a chunk. It has happened twice. It's really got me worried. That's supposed to be all pasture land for animals. There's not supposed to be a big chunk of netherrack in the middle of it. So we've got some plugins that went a little wacky doodle and need to be reined in and or eliminated and or edited. We're also having an issue with ranks. That's why I've had to give people admin perms when I didn't really want to, so that they could do things in creative or so on. And the problem was that they did things in as admins that I specifically said you have admin permissions to do this function, not to do that function. I didn't specifically say what functions they weren't to do, but I gave them admin permissions to do specific functions, and they went beyond that and did some other things, and that was why one person accidentally turned off the server from inside the game in a way that it could not be restarted. There's been some other stuff too. Another thing that I did was I turned off command blocks, because where this chunk error occurred, this door had been created using command blocks next to all that redstone and stuff. There were command blocks. When I looked inside them, they had no commands. I looked inside them after the chunk duplication. And in fact, the chunk duplication is partly attached to this building. So I asked the person who had built this to please remove the command blocks on the Plot Me world, which is the original copy of this. And they did that. And then I've gone into the console and I've turned off permissions for plugins for now, because we are thinking about running a server, a little test server type thing, where people actually can use command blocks in a way that would be safe, so it won't compromise security and stuff for the rest of the server. I really can't maneuver any better than I am as you're watching me. I really can't. See, there's the chunk duplication. It duplicated part of the Blaze farm that J5689 built, which works very well, except I don't quite understand it. Okay, so the server right now is still on the temporary IP address. I do have, there's part of the Blaze farm that's been duplicated on the door that was operated by command blocks. I removed the command blocks as soon as I saw that chunks were duplicating, and yet another one has duplicated. I'm the only one on. You see how few bars I have. So we are still on the temporary IP. We will be moving to the Granny Gamer 1 domain as soon as possible, and Teamspeak is on Granny Gamer 1. And I'm not going to open the window and show you the permanent physical address. I think we're going to have to put a password on Teamspeak so that we don't end up with trolly yicky people, but that'll be okay. Anybody in game can use the Teamspeak. So please be patient. Let us iron out the last little glitches and stuff. The thing is to try to get the server to a state where we can open it publicly, and that means we're having to literally tear it apart, tear all the guts out. That's a chunk error duplication. Tear all the guts out and put it all back together. Now, I don't know if this chunk error had anything to do with the command blocks, or if it had to do with the fact that when the server migrated at one point, we lost spawn. The whole chunk was corrupted. This whole area is right near spawn. There's a portal on the other side of all that grass and trees. And when you come out that portal, you're right over the spawn structure. So spawn had to be rebuilt. So I don't know what the factors are involved in causing this, but that's one of the things that has to be done, because it's not safe for people to play in here if chunks are just going to be magically appearing and killing horses and cattle and players and trees and grass and flowers and, you know. I wasn't going to do this, but I decided I would show you what I built. Excuse me for coughing. I did this the old-fashioned way. I got an ender pearl and darn near suffocated myself about 37,943 times in survival. And I finally got through the bedrock on the roof of the nether, and I had no idea it was so boring to plant so many dark oak saplings and bone meal and try to make a hole through the bedrock. But I did it. So we do have a way to get on the roof of the nether. Why we need it, I don't really know, but I'd really like to build a gold farm way up where the spawn rates of the nether won't affect the spawn rates of the pigs. It'll be boring up there, you know, waiting for the pigs, but it's actually kind of fun because my friend Alex, Slice DK, he's been on the server, by the way. He's a YouTuber, and he built a gold farm way up in the sky. And he'll stand on a little perch and look out at the pigs on the platforms. He'll shoot one with a bow and arrow, and they all come running toward him. They don't know that the trapdoors on the ground can kill them, and they all fall off and die. Please be patient. I'll let you know as soon as the server's back up. I promise. I was doing experiments with trees, and, you know, I promise it's going to be good. I swear it's going to be fine. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your support. And I will see you soon. Bye.